Okay, guys, welcome back. The Irish team is not out yet,
no.
So that's the reason they're not included. Apologies there.
Yep.
But, you know, they'll be strong, and essentially Ireland are going to be trying to get their 10 sorted. Their second choice 9 and 10 sorted.
I could see them resting quite a few of the lot for the Six Nations this year.
Definitely. But that's not out yet. Anyway, Scotland, very interesting.
Yeah, I mean, first off, I like the fact they've gone with a lot of unknowns. They've rested big players and they've gone with a lot of unknowns, which a big question mark we've had in the past is that strength and depth in the squad. How do you get exposure to these guys that are your 30th, 40th choice players? Get them in a squad like for these summer tours?
Absolutely. With Scotland out, their whole structure is they're very brave at making decisions in recent times.
Yeah.
You know, whatever they do is bold, okay? 2 professional teams, that's it, no more.
Yeah.
Completely rejig their second tier. Was it 6 semi-pro teams? No more. Done.
Yeah.
You know, on this summer tour, let's rest the majority of our big guns. You know, you've got Hogs still in there, but pretty much everyone else is pretty much rested from the big guns, and they're just going for depth, and the pressure's off that way.
I think,
it's a clever call.
Yeah.
It could go wrong, but at least they'll get exposure.
And it gives these guys an experience to international rugby as well, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, and I think for everybody watching, it will help. It'll help decide some pecking orders, especially in the 10, in the 9 shirt. I think it will help. Well, in 12 and 13 as well, to be honest.
I mean,
that's backline
in the forwards. Front row's looking pretty strong actually.
Yeah.
Great to see Fraser Brown back.
Yeah.
You know, with McInally, that's a really strong hooker pairing.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's good. Second row's still strong, even though they've rested Johnny Gray. You've got Richie back, which is fantastic for them. You know, you've still got the other guys kicking around there. Back row's going to be a bit of a juggle. They're going to have to see who stands up there.
Yeah.
But I think they'll go okay. In the backs, it looks like they're going to have to go for a completely new 10. They could play Horn at 10, but I don't think that's worth doing.
No. Not because his long-term future really is at 12, isn't it?
He's a change-up 12, I'd say. He's an alternative playmaking 12, if you want to go down that way. And he's a backup 10 if you need it.
Yeah, definitely.
So, you know, do they go Hastings or Lang? I'd probably go Hastings. I think he's got the all-round game, the all-round skills, but he's very inexperienced. So I was thinking, do I put Horn or Dunbar with him? I might put Horn with him just to take the pressure off potentially.
With the kicking option,
the skills, but you know, Horn, Dunbar. You know, Harris has got a chance to kind of come back a bit from that Six Nations disaster.
Yeah.
But I'd go Taylor, Duncan Taylor. I think he's a good all-round player. He's very strong. If they're playing a smaller 10-12, he'd offer that physicality at 13.
Yeah.
So that's where I'd go with that. Any other comments on the squad?
No, I don't think so. I think it's just it's good to see that they've experimented. They've seen what's coming.
Absolutely. I'd like to see
opportunity.
McGuigan back on the wing. I think he's got a lot to offer. Yeah. You know, obviously got Rory Jackson there, who could start at 10, I guess. But the thing is, they know about Rory Jackson.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't start him. I'd start one of the youngsters. I'd probably start Hastings and just go for it. And if they lose, it's like, what have you lost? They weren't expected to win.
Yeah, and again, a good chance for Ali Price to really stamp his name as the second choice behind Greg Laidlaw.
Absolutely, quality at 9 there. Dalgo Klein's a good player as well.
Yeah, exactly.
So let us know your starting lineups for the Scottish team. Yeah. Okay, on to Wales. They've rested quite a few.
Yep.
But not too many. It's still a strong squad.
Yeah.
You know,
it's that core, back to the core, isn't it? The core of the squad is pretty stable now.
Yeah.
Which ironically was a bit of a gripe before the Six Nations started when they had all the injuries, and actually that core of players has really stepped up and looking really strong, I think.
Oh, definitely. No, they kind of missed a year, I think it's fair to say, when Gatland was with the Lions.
Yeah.
So this is kind of almost a catch-up summer. So that's why I think it's pretty strong. But they have rested Alan Wynne-Jones, Toby Faletau. You know, there's some other guys who aren't there.
But have brought in the likes of Luke Charteris for that, coming back in with the experience.
That's good for him, gives him a chance for the World Cup.
Yeah.
Seb Davis, I'd like to have a look at in the second row, physical specimen.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, front row, they're pretty much fully stacked.
Yeah.
Back row, again, they're very strong. They've got Navidi, Shingler, Moriarty there. You know,
it's a decent back row, isn't it?
It's a good team.
Back row.
Sure, they're playing South Africa and 2 Argentina games.
Yeah.
It's tough, but it's about the right level, I think,
definitely.
for this squad.
Yep. No, agreed. And for me, the back line is exciting.
Yeah, what would your back line be?
Oh, tough. I think I'd go... I'd go Anscombe at 10.
Yeah, I thought you might.
I'd go Anscombe at 10.
Who at 15?
Oh, I don't know.
You see, I'll go Patchell at 10, and because I think Anscombe's got that extra pace at 15.
Okay.
You know, to really come into the line.
Yeah.
So I'd go, Gareth Davis and Patchell, give Patchell a real proper go. Now, Hadley Parks has been brilliant.
Yeah.
Okay, since he's come in, and he's playing well for his province. So I'd probably actually start with him, but they're going to bring North into apparently 12.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, that's the experiment they're thinking of doing. Interesting to know what you guys think. I think it's partly to get him more excited about rugby again.
Does that not...
Go on, I know what you're going to say.
Does that not
Jamie
hark
Roberts.
back to James? The entire reason they left Jamie Roberts out of the team?
Yeah.
Because he's more solid in defence than George North will be.
Yeah, and his experience.
Yeah, so it seems a bit of a strange one.
I don't know if Jamie Roberts is injured or not at the moment, or if he's available to tour. But certainly,
it seems a bit strange decision, that.
I think part of it is to get George North's mojo back.
Yeah.
Okay? Because they need George North firing if they're going to win a World Cup.
Yeah, definitely.
And saying, look, you might play some centre as well, get him some game time there, gives him a new challenge, gets him excited. He's going back to Wales.
Yeah.
You know, I think it might be all part of a bit of a wider plan, but maybe that's me just reading into something.
Maybe. I mean, you could go Hallam Amos at fullback, and then you've got Josh Adams on one wing, Steph Evans on the other, which is still a strong back three.
I'd either have Patchell or Anscombe at 15 now. I think they offer the footballing ability, the class.
Yeah, definitely.
Evans, I think Steph Evans was brilliant in the Six Nations, and he's been fantastic, since then. So I would absolutely start him. Amos or Adams on one wing, Anscombe at full back, or North on one wing probably, and Anscombe at full back. So it's a very strong back line.
Yeah, definitely.
Missing a few stars, but there's a few slots available for people.
Yeah.
But it's not like Scotland extreme where they've kind of got loads of slots available.
No.
It's a nice happy medium. So I think I like what they've done there.
Yeah, and I think the biggest one is that back up to Alun Jones in the second row, isn't it?
Yeah.
They haven't found that partner for him in the second row. They've tried a few, but people keep getting injured. They go out of form.
Well, Jake Ball's his partner, I think. Yeah. When he's fully fit, Jake Ball's his partner. But he's not fit. He might not be fit. Who knows? Alun Jones might get injured. So who's the third choice, I think, is the question.
It's interesting because there are lots of them.
Corey Hill's playing well. Bradley Davis is playing pretty well. So Davis has got potential. Charteris has got experience. But I would say it's a bit of a toss-up.
Yeah, I agree.
I imagine the comments will say Corey Hill's number 3 at the moment, which I'd probably agree with on form. But this tour will go a long way to decide that. I
think you could go Charteris because of the line-out option as well, couldn't you? Because you lose your line-out caller with Wyn Jones, don't you?
Oh, if Wyn Jones goes, then Charteris's chance go through the roof. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's an interesting one. Okay, guys, let us know what you think, and until next time, we'll see you then.